What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video we are checking out a little bit more from JXDN. So we're getting a Tell Me About Tomorrow live performance and a small interview from MTV Push. So I'm gonna say it now, I hope this goes on YouTube, but it could possibly get blocked. So if it is blocked, hi Patreon, what's up? I'm really excited. I wanted to do JXDN's full album, especially after listening to some of the tracks that we have, but I just haven't had time to do it. It's just been kind of a lot going on, so I'm hoping that we still get to do that because I love his approach to the pop punk sound and being part of the pop punk revival. This style is coming back. It's coming back very strong. And when you've got people like MGK putting out pop punk albums, Travis Barker kind of like being the head honcho of the pop punk movement right now, I love to hear artists like JXDN who bring their own fresh style and unique take on just a classic genre, something that I'm nostalgic about all the time. So I want to give a huge shout out to Emily on Patreon for actually requesting this video. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Yeah, we're just gonna dive in. I don't know, it looks like the interview is first, so we're gonna get a little bit of this interview, which is good because I actually know nothing about JXDN, so let's do it. Oh no, we're getting the song. All right.
Hear the words I'm saying right now, so I scream them louder.
I had the name of the album before I ever even had the song, like for like 6 months, yeah, and I had no idea why. Like one day I was just like, tell me about tomorrow. I was sitting with my manager Shannon and I was like, that sounds cool, doesn't it?
You know what's kind of cool about that idea too is that, okay, you get the name for the album and then you can kind of take that concept and roll with it. You know what I mean? Like you're like, all right, I know what the project is going to be. Now I can use that as a direction for all my songs. Fucking Travis Barker.
That was about my best friend who like was really struggling with addiction, and I walked him through the beginning of that, and then there's a point where he almost lost his life. And the funniest part is that's not the end of the story, you know? And so I wanted to make a song that conveyed that. I remember laying with him like, yo dude, tomorrow's gonna be better, like I promise you. Like he's like out of reality at this point, and I'm just laying with him because that's all you can do, you know? I didn't expect anything from him, and I don't think he really expected much from me, but I was there with him, and I think that's really a big part of what brought him out of it, is just feeling loved, you know?
Damn. Okay. So I definitely respect JXDN a lot. I can tell in his music that we've listened to before that he has a very, I guess, like relatable lyricism. And I think that his writing style, it's definitely cool because it shines a light on a lot of different topics. JXDN definitely has some hard-hitting tracks. I mean, he also has like the upbeat kind of, you know, more fun, hypey songs, but when he gets in his emotional elements, I feel like he writes from the heart through experiences that other people can totally relate to. And so when I hear him talk about this story about kind of not necessarily being like the person who saves this person, but just being there for support, I like to think about struggling with depression myself and having someone or having people, or in my sense, I'm very fortunate to have this YouTube community, but having a community of people that I can talk and feel like I'm not alone. That alone can be what gets you through some of the hardest things in life. So it can be hard to go through things by yourself. And so one, it's really cool for JXDN to be there and do that for his friend, but two, for him to sing about it and put that on a platform that, hey, friendships save lives sometimes. Oh, and his voice.
So sick from all of the scars they left. Crazy line. This is the thing about scars. All I think scars show is that you've healed, you know? And that's the opposite of what everyone sees when they see a scar. I have a tattoo on my arm that says scars are beautiful, just because I think they are. And they really just make you sick if you don't understand what they are. And then the second line is, searching for more than this life can give. That's been my whole life. I feel like that's everyone's life. You know, you're searching for something, and whether it's in drugs, whether it's in, you know, relationships, whether it's in this or that. And that's not really what for life to give you. There's something more. To me personally, I have a lot of faith, you know. I think that there is something more, and I think that it wants to know who you are.
So while I'm definitely not, I'm very faithless when it comes to your religion and maybe higher powers and things like that, I do like what he's saying here, which is that like there is an idea in this societal form where you know, we need these things from relationships and from friends and from you know, jobs and money and things, but there is more. I like to think of that as not necessarily finding your purpose, but finding what your passion is. So again, not a religious person, but for me, finding passion and finding things that I truly love and enjoy versus searching for something more through things that may be destructive at times, and trying to find ways to balance those things in your life while also still feeling like you're getting ahead and getting passion through life to live your best life, not just in a way that society tries to tell you to do it, but in a way that you can, like, I guess, like create your own lane in a sense. So, you know, for him, it's pushing towards, you know, faith, maybe higher power, things like that. You can also do it by finding that higher power within yourself, which I think is like gold if you can do that in your life.
The name is super powerful, and I don't know why, but I know it is, you know? Even just saying it, like, tell me about tomorrow, it just sounds like hope, you know? Like, I think that's exactly what it was meant to be before I ever even knew it.
We're gonna get the whole thing right now? Is that gonna, okay, yeah, good. Okay, I'm stoked.
I don't know if you can hear the words I'm saying right now, so I scream them louder. Laying there with no life left in your soul, it feels like nothing matters.
Oh yeah, now that I know the story behind those lyrics, hearing those lyrics now in this live setting, there's definitely, like, that shit hits. Like the fact that you're in this moment, you are trying to be like telling somebody, like, I've got you. Like, I know you can't hear me, and I don't know what's gonna happen to you, but I'm here for whatever happens. That is fucking dope.
And I tried calling you 1,000 times. You tried telling me 1,000 lies. There's no need to apologize. It's not your fault again this time. Promise you won't say goodbye right now. Hold on, when you have your doubts, tell me the things that I don't know. I'll tell you about tomorrow. So sick from all of the scars they left, searching for more than this life can give. At night when you feel all alone, I'll tell you about tomorrow.
Okay, this is fucking dope. I've never heard this song before, so that's why I'm kind of commenting on the song as well as the performance. Also, I just love that Travis Barker is just existing here. Like, it's just so cool to see him in just about everything. So Jaden hitting on this point of, like, look, I can't quite tell you what's going to happen, but I want to give you that hope and tell you about tomorrow. And the reason that can be so strong is I always think of a lyric from a band, Give 'Em Hell. They were a hardcore band out of Sacramento, I think, in 2000s. It doesn't matter. The point is, they had a song and the lyrics said, every day that you wake up is a chance to start again. And ever since I heard that song in high school, those lyrics always were there for me because it gives me the same feeling that Tell Me About Tomorrow does, which is shit sucks right now, but who knows what's going to happen. But let's talk about the next day. Let's talk about tomorrow. Let's talk about the future. And it doesn't actually have to be about tomorrow, but just about the future. What does 2 hours from now look like? The reason being is, in this case, he was struggling with drug abuse, but if you're someone who struggles with depression like I do, you need that sometimes. And I think that having a powerful message like that really, I'm not going to cry. Am I? No, stop it. Stop. Having a message like that really brings hope to someone who feels hopeless. And even though in that moment you don't see it, you don't hear it, you're going to lie and say that you're fine and tell people all these other things. And maybe I'm just putting my own self out there. Just knowing that, hey man, you're going to wake up tomorrow. You're going to wake up tomorrow and everything's going to be fine. You're going to wake up tomorrow and we're going to do this. You're going to wake up tomorrow and all these things. And though it's not going to fix your current issue, it is going to give you that push. Every single day that you move forward is one more day that you won. Okay, not crying during Jaden video. Let's go.
Numbers fading.
God damn. can hear that pop punk influence so much.
You tried telling me 1,000 lies. There's no need to apologize. It's not your fault again this time. Promise you won't say goodbye right now. Hold on when you have your doubts. Tell me the things that I don't know. I'll tell you about tomorrow.
Okay, I'm fucking vibing with this.
The scars they left searching for more than this life can give. At night when you feel all alone, I'll tell you about tomorrow.
Woo! Get that pop mute. Let's fucking go. Yes. Such good fucking energy, man. I got goosebumps on my cheeks. My fucking cheeks. Woo! Oh! So fucking epic. Oh, man. And just seeing that passion come to life when he performs that song just shows everything you need to know about it. One thing I've always loved about this genre, especially like, I love like punk and hardcore and things like that. But what I loved about pop punk and the popularity that it had, the lyricism is never difficult, which makes it easy to relate to. I think about growing up listening to Good Charlotte and bands like that. And it's not like we're writing in a sense that you got to pull out a thesaurus and try to find out what the fuck is going on, though I do appreciate those moments. There's something about the emotional elements of punk and pop punk that come together to make you feel the emotions, even if you don't know what's going on. And in Jaden's case, he writes from a way that is very to the point and easy to understand, easy to digest, easy to sing along with. And sometimes things are simple. You don't have to have, a novel of lyrics to have that meaning. And we're getting that in this track right here. This song is about being the hope for the hopeless. Like point blank, it's such a good way to drive that element of every single day is a step closer to something better. And it also gives you a feeling of hope to be that person too. Cause like Jaden said, he's struggling through this. I don't know if he's going to keep going, but I'm going to be there to tell him that he should tell me about tomorrow, because there's two versions of that. One, you're putting that energy out there for that person who is struggling at that moment. Hey, this is what we're doing tomorrow. You're going to make it. You're going to fucking make it through this, and we're going to do this. But also there's that feeling of hope that you have as the person trying to be the support system of like, come on, stay with me. What are we doing tomorrow? What's going to happen? What are we going to do, succeed at, whatever. If you deal with obviously drug addiction or any sort of addiction, if you deal with mental health issues, things like that, then you know that everything is a day at a time. There is no fix, but there is treatment. And at the same time, there is work. You have to put in the work. You have to be there and have that hope, because you know what? I'm just as guilty as everybody. I fall into a dark hole sometimes, and thinking about it on a day-to-day basis makes things easier. It makes me feel more hopeful. And I love that Jaden, getting people at a younger age into this genre, which has honestly saved my life. This genre, as well as just a lot of alternative genres and genres in the punk community, absolutely saved my life. They were friends when I didn't have friends. They taught me life lessons. Even in simplicity and lyricism, I felt the emotion and I was here to stay. Jaden doing that for his fan base here, doing that for the people that are listening. My God, like, wait till this dude keeps putting albums out. When I see songs like this and I hear where he's writing from, it makes me want to do that album dive, because it makes me want to see what else he comes up with. Like I said, he's got some pretty emotionally intense songs. It's pretty incredible that he's using that for his lyrical content. And the reason being is that it's so easy to write about, whatever you want to. You could just write about like, silly things and stuff, and there is a place for that, and I love that. But there's also a place for music like this with the emotional content that people need. People like me need this. I've got literally records full of shit like this as a therapeutic moment. So for Jaden, this is therapy, and for his fans, this is also therapy. So that connection is real. I had such a great time checking this out. So I want to give a huge shout out to Emily over on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you guys on YouTube see this. If not, hi Patreon. Thank you guys for being here. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of Jaden and his journey and what his future looks like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.